What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. I want to focus in on the Phil Housley effect on Mike Del Zotto and how playing for a guy like Housley will benefit Del Zotto's development. I think you look at he needed to change the scenery for one. I talked about that in the original piece. Del Zotto loves playing in Manhattan. He loves high-end women, and supposedly was with Kate Upton. So loves Manhattan, loves high-end women, loves Kate Upton. Was supposedly a couple with Kate Upton. Supposedly. 1 out of 3 ain't bad in terms of loving high-end women. I'm more of an LA guy as opposed to Manhattan. Sorry, New York. And Kate Upton just never returns my phone calls. I don't know what's going on. I think she changed her number, so I don't know. But going a step further, much like Del Zotto, Housley had his warts defensively, but was a very, very, very good offensive player. Del Zotto is effective offensively. I think his career high point is 41. Much like Housley, he was up in the NHL as a teenager. Housley went right from I was at South Minneapolis St. Paul High School to the Buffalo Sabres at 18. Del Zotto went right from the OHL to the Rangers at 19. So, although unlike Housley, Del Zotto found himself in the minors the next year. I think you look at someone who had some similar experience. Obviously, their careers aren't identical, but Housley can make him a better defensive player without losing his offensive game. And I think Del Zotto can be a 50-point defenseman. I really do. He's only 23 years old, and he's playing the left side with two guys. I mean, obviously one of the best defensemen in the game in Shea Weber, and one of the best defense prospects in the game in Seth Jones. So you look at that, you look at how Yossi fits in. That's a very, very good top four. Nashville's always had good defensemen. It's just they've never really developed a high-end forward. Or they have, but he's playing on the KHL right now, and his last go-around with Nashville didn't end too well. But I think Housley can make Del Zotto more effective defensively and just kind of show him the ropes. I think what happened was he was one of the few guys that was comfortable playing for Tortorella despite the abrasiveness of Torts. And the Vigneault thing just wasn't working out for him. And he goes to a stable coaching environment that will point out his flaws but work with him on correcting them rather than sitting him for extended periods of time. Especially for an inconsistent team like the Rangers. I don't know why he's sitting when he, top defenseman, but the change of scenery will definitely help him. A new look on his career. Maybe this is kind of a career-changing move for him, where now he's back on the trajectory we saw as a 19-year-old. Where he had 37 points in 80 games as a rookie with the Rangers. Maybe this is what's happening, and I hope I loved him since he was with Oshawa. I hope this is the case, and I hope Phil Housley can get the best out of him. Speaking of Housley, I've done I think 5 pieces on Housley since 2000 and since July. So yeah, I've done a ton of pieces, but he's probably mentioned more than any retired player in the NHL, which is cool. He follows me on Twitter. I gotta point that out. And like I said in the Phil Housley experience piece, very, very nice man. Met him for about 9/10 of a second in Boston when Nashville was playing the Bruins. Was it 3 or 4 weeks ago before I came back to Tampa? But at any rate, that's one episode of the Power Play with CJ on the Phil Housley effect on Mike Del Zotto. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the season and beyond. Later, guys.